Hey everyone, so for the purposes of this video, I've slapped down all my usual face paint and stuff, and everything that I've used and will be using will be listed in the description box below. So be sure to check that out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's actually not the description box anymore. If you look under this video, there's a bunch of different tabs, and one of them says About. Just click on that and it'll open up and there's like a whole nother world in there. There's all kinds of fun things, so check that out. So earlier in a vlog, I had mentioned several times, I think, that Aveda had sent me a big box of goodies, hair products and eye makeup. And I've always been a fan of their hair products. I use Aveda hair color. Well, I don't, but the salon that I go to uses, it is an Aveda salon. I've always gone to an Aveda salon and they use Aveda products, Aveda hair color, and I use many of those products, especially their styling things, at home. And if you want to see my review on my most favorite Aveda product of all time, I will link that in the description box. The About box is really what it's called, down below. But what I've never tried is their makeup. I don't know why, it's just not something I was drawn to. And so I was especially excited to get that because it sort of prompted me to try something I never tried before. And what I really liked was that they sent along little sample cards listing how they wanted me to attempt to try the makeup. So again, colors out of my comfort zone, makeup application out of my comfort zone, but I think that I am very pleased. I know I am very pleased with how things turned out. And apparently so are a lot of you because you requested that look. So here it comes. So the card they sent me looks like that, and it's very editorial. It's beautiful, but let's face it, probably not gonna walk around like that in public. So I took their directions and I adapted them very, very slightly. Not much at all, really, so that it is a very wearable, easy look. So I have already primed my lids. I prime my lids not because I have oily lids, in fact I have very dry lids, but I primed it because I have very pale skin and translucent lids, and I don't like my vein, the blue veins, you can see it through the lids, and I just really don't like that effect. So it doesn't matter what primer, but I've used, in this case, Lorac primer to prime my lids. So it says to prep the lids, they've sent me this very cool compact. What's neat is that the lipstick actually fits in here somehow. So it's all very compact, but I didn't keep it in there. And they've sent me 3 colors in this little magnetic palette. And these colors are, this one is Golden Cypress. And this one is kind of, actually turns out to be the Pantone color of the year, so Aveda's ahead of themselves for next year. This one is Allspice. And then this one is called Ivory Lotus. And I have to say that I did use this, as suggested in the directions, as the highlight on my cheekbones and my Cupid's bow. So that's what I used for my highlight today. So it says to prep the lids and then apply the single eye color in Allspice, which is this color, all over the lid from from the lash lines to the eyebrows. Now, I'm not putting that all the way up to my eyebrows. That's like the picture. So what I did was I put it to my socket line, not my crease. So the crease is literally where you see this crease in my eye, but I have small, slightly hooded lids, so to create the illusion of more space and open up my eyes, I do it to the socket bone, which in my case is well above the crease. So socket here, crease down here. I feel like that helps. So I'm using, it's like a takeoff on a MAC 217. This is the Sedona Lace version, but it doesn't really matter, and I'm just putting that on here and tapping it in as well and tapping off. And I'm just popping it on. I'm not really going all the way in to the corner too much because I feel like that closes off my eye. So I'm pressing it down, and then I'm starting to do with the tip the windshield wiper motions, and then I'm going to start circling the brush to bring it up into the socket line. And I'm adding a little more color and patting it closer to the lash line as needed. I want the color concentrated towards the bottom and then bring it up. Now I'm going to stay true to the look, and I'm not going to add really a crease color, but if you're a little concerned about this rust color all over your eye, or any bright color for that matter, I suggest using a mid-tone brown like Wedge from MAC, or soft brown, those ones that pop, and just using that sort of to diffuse the color. But any slightly darker than your skin tone tannish brown color will do. And I'm trying not to bring it too far out this way, just a little bit, but not much, just to the end of my eyebrow. Then I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush. This is from Walgreens. I don't even know what this is, but I love it. It's like a MAC 224, but so much better. And I'm just going to go over those edges just to blend, soften that edge. And again, you could go and use a matte brown, light brown in there to soften it up even more. This is the Real Techniques little brush. I don't know what this is. Accent brush. I'm just going to put that on the tip and run that under the eye. Not too much, about midway. And smudge it a little with my finger. So that's the first color done. I know, it's intense. Now to brighten the lid, they suggest taking Golden Cypress, which is this, it's actually a very pretty color all by itself, this beautiful kind of dark gold color, and they suggest taking a flat brush and popping this in the center of the lids and also along the bottom lash line. So I'm just gonna take my all-time favorite shader brush, the MAC, so favorite that I forgot the name of it, MAC 239. I love this. No dupe comes close. It really doesn't. I wish it did. Haven't found one yet. And I'm just gonna pack that. You could also use your finger for this, but since this color is kind of messy, I am not going to do that. And I'm just gonna pat that in the center all the way to the lash line and up. And kind of, I'm gonna come back and blend a little bit and run it along the bottom. And then it says to take the last shade, which is this Ivory Lotus, and put it along the brow bones. I usually don't like a shimmer on my brow bones, but what the hey, if this makes you uncomfortable, then use, you know, like Wet n Wild Brulee, or I like MAC Blanc type a little better because I'm so white, but it's not a horrible, crazy, in-your-face shimmer. It's not like MAC Nylon, but... And I am also going to use, this is not part of the directions, but you know me, not so good at following directions. I'm going to take a smaller, denser brush and pop that into the inner corners because I feel like this is a lot of color on my eye, and I think this will help. They did not suggest an eyeliner in this, but I like an eyeliner, and so I just reached for my trusty Rimmel in brown. I'm gonna pop that on, just running it along. I don't really even know if this does anything, to be honest, but just smudging it along the lash line, and I basically hold it completely sideways and drag it. I feel like this gives me a little more control over where it goes. So Aveda also sent me a tube of moss mascara. I don't know if there is moss in it. Oh yes, there is. It's conditioning formula with Iceland moss. And here's what I like about it. You know me, I'm, not too hung up on ingredients. I know a lot of you are, and that's great for you. I just want a product to work. And I don't know if it comes in another color. They had sent me, it's called Earth, which is basically brown. I would prefer black. That's just my thing. But what I really like about this is, well, first of all, it doesn't flake and smudge and get all over my face. That's awesome. But what I especially enjoy about this is when I take it off at night, it just comes off with soap and water, and I don't have this black, runny mess on my face as I'm washing it. It just kind of disappears. It's very easy cleanup. So, love this. And pretty typical wand, nothing exciting. But I do like also using this on my bottom lashes. I've really had no issues, except for, not being able to put on mascara and getting it all over my face. That is not their fault. get it on the top. It's just a really pretty, soft, if a lot of mascara scares you, this is great stuff. And I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but I gotta tell you, I think it makes the color of my eyes really stand out, whatever the color that they are. That is up for debate. Now I want to talk about the stars for me of the collection. It is this lip liner. I don't know if all of their lip liners are like this. I'm gonna have to go check some more out when I get my hair done. They carry the whole line at the Aveda salon where I go. This lip liner is called, it's their Nourishment lip liner, and it is called Fire Maple. What I love about this is you barely touch, and bam, bam. I mean, there is some crazy pigment in this. So I'm gonna line, it's telling me, I love these step-by-step directions. I wish all makeup kits came with this. Prep the lips, line and fill in the lips with Nourishment lip liner in Fire Maple. So I'm going to use a mirror here and get on that. And I like to stretch my lips really tight so I get a really precise line, because my natural lip line is not so precise. So those are the lips all lined. It's a matte, obviously. Well, I guess not. I guess they could have shimmer. It's a matte lip liner, but it's not. It doesn't feel drying at all, which I enjoy. This could be enough for most people. It would be enough, but no, they want you to do more. So now they want me to do the Smoothing Lip Color in Goji Berry as a stain. And this is, if you don't follow the Pantone Color of the Year, I don't know if they knew this when they made the collection, but it just turns out that for 2015, it's this kind of, it's really this color, this burgundy, I don't know what color to call it. I'm sure someone will have come up with that. And so this just really works for if you want to be on trend. But this is a very intense lip color. And the stain is very intense. So what I like to do is just kind of dab it on. I will look at my mirror. Is to just dab it. This was actually named recently in some magazine. I don't know if it was, I want to say it was Allure as one of the examples for the color of the year. And this is their rehydrating lip glaze in Mangosteen. And this is by far my favorite, close runner-up with the lip pencil, but I've been reaching for this quite a lot. It comes out looking like congealed blood. I'm not gonna lie, it's it's pretty intense, but what I do is, they tell me to just do it on the center of my lips, so let's follow the directions. See, look at that. I'm feeling a little Rocky Horror Show right now. But, okay, dab it on. Do not freak out that you look like you are an extra for a remake of Interview with the Vampire, and then tap it in. Tap, tap, tap. I like it cuts down the redness and makes it a little more, I don't know, in a way, more wearable color, actually. And now I have smeared it all over my face. These things happen. If you have any sort of fingernail, put your finger in a Kleenex and just run it along your lip line. All clean. I've been having a lot of fun playing with this look and trying different options, but I keep coming back to this basic premise. So I hope that maybe this has prompted you to pull out some colors that you don't normally wear and give it a go, or maybe take a look at the Aveda makeup collection. I know I'm definitely going back when I'm at my salon next to take a peek at the other options. They did in this collection also come out with like a more cool toned lavender purpley look, which if you love cool tones, looked absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, if you have any questions about this look or Aveda makeup in general, I'd be happy to try to answer them. I will also put a link to the Aveda website that specifically talks about this collection, and they will have much better answers than I will. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hey everyone, I'm here with Erin Busby from busbystyle.com, and we are excited to bring you a new series. It's gonna start this month on my channel.